wholesaling virtually is the approach I'm at right now, and I wanted to find out if you could kind of like touch base on just some of the the acquisitions when it comes to getting the contract out. Once just basically the fundamentals, getting the contract out to the and basically that process when it comes down to that way you could be able to put together the deals for a JV partner and be able to find them through the Discord, basically be able to kind of have a pipeline going, but just basically the acquisitions and the original approach, mindset, though the mindset that I've heard is great. It's great. But when it comes to the like immediate action steps, just if you could touch base on that a little bit.
Okay. So you're in Miami Beach. Is this for virtual wholesaling?
Yeah.
Okay, what market?
Well, I decided today, I was kind of focused on markets like Texas and other places, but then I realized, okay, well, you offered such a great opportunity with the leads list for Ohio, so I said to myself, let me just shift to that, and I'm working from ground zero here, but at the same time I have, I've been on the phones for other business for many years, and this. I just want to basically find out how to, when it comes to the getting the contract, getting that over to the seller and turning around to disposition that to a cash buyer. Just the basics, basically.
Yeah, dude, you're right. I like it, man. So you want the whole thing, so I can give it to you right now. Okay, so virtual wholesaling when it comes to the acquisitions, right? So first and foremost, you have to kind of follow at least a process for your acquisitions for virtual. And so first and foremost, we got to qualify a seller. So we're just going to, acquisitions in my mind has always been converting a yes into a signed contract. It's the way my brain looks at it. So we're going to skip the whole marketing part because that's you already know how to do that part. Let's kind of go into the next part. Yes, I want to sell my property. Well, how do I get that into a signed contract? So first and foremost, I like to hit them with just some qualification, just to make sure they are wanting, actually going to be a deal. There's people that say I want an offer, people that need an offer. And so I go through MCTP. Hey, motivation, condition, time frame, price. So do you know that already? Or we can go through that too if you need to. I don't mind that either.
Not necessarily. You could probably fast forward
motivation, why they want to sell it. C condition, tell me more about the property. T time frame, when they want to sell it. And then P price, what price are they looking to sell it? What ballpark range, right? You got to get to know them. It's a flow. It's not rigid, those questions, but general sense, right? Get to know them a little more. And okay, he actually cares. And then from there, it's okay, well, hey, Mr. Shaw, let me ask you a quick question. Are you ready to make a decision selling it right now? And the reason, again, number 1 and 2 is, do you need to close them right now? Because if they're ready to make a decision right now, boom, go close them. But half the time, they're not going to be ready to make a decision. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. And well, why aren't you ready to make a decision? Just asking. Oh, because my husband's got to be home. I'm just not there yet. I get that sometimes. And so you just got to make sure that they're ready to make a decision, yes or no. Because you just don't want somebody to give you a maybe. And then you're in this follow-up prison for months and months and you never get the deal. And you basically go from there, well, I'm not ready to make a decision yet. Why? They give you a reason. Okay, well, let me follow up with you tomorrow and see when you're ready to make a decision. Once they say they're ready to make a decision, you need to go give them an offer, man, right? And you go through, you get a little more about the property and just say, okay, well, you were at this price. Well, 150, man. I don't know how you can do 150. I mean, if I paid it all cash, right? What's the best you can do? And then you can negotiate from there. You can do a reverse anchor, which is that what I'm calling it, a reverse anchor now. You can even just say hey, what's the best you can do on this? Because I would want to buy this thing for $100,000 if I could. Well, I can't do. Well, no, I'm just saying where I don't want to be. How close do you need to be at from that? There's so many acquisitions things you can do, right? So it's definitely up to you which one would be best. And then you spit the offer out, you negotiate, they accept it, you e-sign a contract. I use XLeads for my e-signing service. You can use DocuSign. That's like $40 a month. And you can
I'm
use
sorry. What was the first one you just suggested?
XLeads has an e-signing on it, or you can use DocuSign. Yeah, XLeads has e-signatures, and then you can go out here and use DocuSign if you want. That's way cheaper, but I mean, it's $40 a month for just e-signing. Definitely up to you which one you want to do. And then from there, you would go into Google Docs, write up the contract while you're talking to them. I would prefer you have it already pre-written, so you can just boom, send it over, and you send it for e-signature. They sign it. You give them the expectations going forward. Hey, Mr. Seller, just letting you know, awesome, we got everything all signed. Great. So what's going to go forward is I'm going to send this over to the title company. Now, my partner, David, he actually wants to come by and see it. Now, him coming by is not going to change anything about the property, right? Like, we're probably going to go together, maybe just him, but he wants to go by there and just confirm the condition and maybe pre-order some materials, because most cash buyers actually do that, right? They want to go schedule out, like, they want to figure out, okay, how much flooring do we need, and actually start budgeting everything out. So right when they buy, they could start working on it, right? And that they're like, okay, that actually makes sense, right? He's gonna like do some measurements and just make sure that he has all of his ducks in a row. So when he buys it, he can get the materials maybe the week before, something like that, right? And usually every cash buyer I know does that, so you're not really too off. And then boom, you send that contract over to the title company. You bring the walkthrough through. They walk through, cash buyer. That's dispo, but like, I mean, it's pretty seamless, right?
But also so for whatever state I'm working in virtually, I would have to make sure it's a title company within that state.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather the market too. Like, I mean, if you're in Columbus, I'd rather do a title company in Columbus. I really like Emporia Title. They are by far my favorite in Ohio. So, I just use them. They've been really good for assignments for me.
But mainly as long as it's within that state of where the property is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also, again, if I'm working virtually, I'm not, is it like 100% necessary to establish someone over there, boots on the ground, to be able to stop by or let them know that somebody can stop by and do some measurements, check out the property?
I mean, a cash buyer is 100% going to do that. I think a virtual partner there would be good, beneficial. So definitely up to you. Jason White's probably be my go-to guy. He's in Columbus. He's a great guy. If he would work with you, he's kind of busy, but I think he would do some deals with you. He's a guy that won't screw you on a deal.
Awesome.
He's a guy that,
he's
he's shown a lot of deals on here. He's a very successful guy in the group. Love that guy.
Okay, cool. And also one more thing. What was the website actually to bring deals to you, whether they be for JV or for
sellmypaper.com.
sellmypaper.com.
Yep.
sellmypaper.com.
sellmypaper.com.
Okay. And that could be a regular wholesale deal. It doesn't have to be a subject to. I'm really not going to even approach.
It could be anything, man.
Right now.
Any deal, dude.
It could be anything. Okay. Awesome.
As long as it's not in the middle of nowhere, we're good to go.
Say again.
As long as like not the middle of nowhere or anything like that, be good to go.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking, what would you consider to be your buy box?
I mean, so if the population of the county is over 100,000 and you have a good deal, I can dispo it anywhere.
As long as there's a population of over 100,000
in the county, yes.
And that's basically
where there's people, anywhere. There are buyers.
Okay.
It's that simple, right? And the real equation, the real like variable is like how much of a discount you get. Obviously, some markets see more discounts than others, but Columbus is pretty decent. I mean, if you get ARV minus repairs like 80%, you sell that sucker all day.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, and also first of all, thanks so much, Zach, for creating this wholesale place to be able to share this information with everyone. And as a matter of fact, and again, I thank you so much. One last question. Say for instance, what was I going to ask you? Wow. Yes.
When it comes to you, just post in the Discord, all right?
For sure. I think for sure. Thanks so much, Zach. I appreciate it.
All right.